Hey, it's Candace. Welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to tell you about RadShape. So you already heard what we're here today for. This is the official Rad Swan unboxing / review that I'm going to do for you guys today. They sent me two different shapes to test out for you guys. I chose the first and the second Rad shape, so you're going to see both of those today from beginning to end. As always, if you happen to be new here, don't forget to hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any more videos. Leave a thumbs up or comment so that I get to meet you personally. And as always, if this was not the video that you were looking for and you're unhappy in any way, no need to argue, just exit out the browser that you entered, troll-free zone. Okay, so before we hop into this, I'm going to show you with a quick voiceover super quickly how I actually prepared my hair. It's actually not super flat as you can see, but it's going to get flatter once I put the cap on. If you're like me and your hair is very coarse and dense and therefore it's completely thick, it can be really hard to get your hair down for a style like this. Especially if you don't know how to braid. So if you don't know how to braid but you know how to flat twisting is something that's really great to do. And also just putting your hair in a few big braids is all that you have to do. So what I actually do, and you'll see in a moment, is I basically just separate my hair like from ear to ear. So there's like a front half and a back half. The back half I put into 4 braids, 2 on each side. So it's really easy to just kind of like crisscross them and bobby pin them together, and it's like out of the way, it's at the nape of my neck, so it doesn't really matter. And then we're left with this front part. So what I actually did when I washed my hair the other day was I like brushed it out, put some gel in it, and I actually just like brushed all the way back and made a ponytail of each side of my head. And then once it dried, it kind of dried already sort of formed back. So I actually just brush this back as if I was about to put my hair into a really soft bun, and then I'm just pinning it to the back. So everything is collected here at the nape of my neck in like a very small, soft little, it's like a slight little bulge, but it's very small. Again, the wig cap is going to compress that more, and then we're wearing a big curly hair shape, so we're not even going to see any of that, and it's not going to matter. And so this is a really easy way if you don't know how to twist braid or just don't really have the time for any of it, and you're looking to put on a wig or a style such as this, or even if you just want a really nice smooth head wrap look. So hopefully that's just a little quick tutorial / help for anyone who is like me and is like, how in the world am I going to get my hair down like that? Hopefully that's a really simple way that you can start. And they sent me a bunch of goodies. These are also available on their site as just regular merch. So this is actually a satin like eye cap. I never know how to use these, but you know, when you're trying to take a nap and get your beauty rest, and it says black like me. I'm actually going to take this out. It says black like me. Really nice. I would put it on, but I don't want to mess up my makeup. And so it says Rad Swan in the middle. And it also says black like me at the top. And I am assuming that this is black like me in different languages, actually. That's what I think this is. But it's super cute, very soft, really large as you can see. And then they sent me some very important tools to actually use the Rad shape. So this is a wig cap. This is in the color light. And then this is the grip, which we're also going to use today. What's really interesting is I typically don't wear wigs. I actually did buy one like about a year and a half ago. I'm actually wearing it in my micro-influencer video, which I'll pop up here. And I kind of put my little scarf over it because things weren't totally together. I had actually planned to do a video on that installation, and I have some footage from it, but it just didn't totally work. So I'm pretty much a beginner, and Rad Swan actually promises that if you're a beginner and you've never used anything like this before, it's going to be super easy. So hopefully it will. So this is what the RadShape looks like. It comes in this bin. As you can see, it says Black Like Me. It's a nice little carrying case. And if we unzip and remove the Rad Swan paper, we have our actual RadShape, our hair, in here. So we can open this, pull it out. This is the #1 shape. So it's a kinky, coily type of a look. It's in a hairnet. You get this very beautiful fro. I absolutely love this. And it like smells good too. So this is all synthetic hair. It is heat resistant up to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. And the reason why these are called rad shapes and shape shifting instead of just like a wig is because basically the brand was created with the idea that our hair is highly adaptable. Our blackness is adaptable, like there isn't one version of it. We're always like shifting and representing different forms of ourselves. So that's why you will not see this being referred to as like, I know you are looking like it's a wig, like why don't they just say that? But that is not the point of Rad Swan, so get with the program. Okay, so when you open this up, you'll see what pretty much any traditional hair or wig product will have, which is the combs that typically sit in the front of your hair to kind of help support this. You see a little bit of lace here. This is a lace front that goes back several inches, and then you have a clip in the back. This might be confusing for anyone who's seeing this for the first time, but it will make sense soon. And then there's also the adjustable strap, which will sit at the nape of your neck to also help secure the RadShape to your head. Something that's important to note is all of the lace start with a kind of a lighter color. So basically you're building your way up. So if you are a darker skinned person and you want to make sure that this is matching you and it's not, you know, sitting light, it's very user friendly. So you can just actually, one, you're obviously going to cut the lace so that it's closer to your hairline, and then if anything is showing or it's not working well, you would just add a little bit of powder. You can use loose powder, or you could use like a compact, like a powder foundation, and you would just lightly and gently tap whatever part of the lace might be showing through that's not matching your skin tone, and that ensures that individuals of all different shades of melanin will be able to match this to their skin. So this is #1, and I'm going to go ahead and pull out #2. Shaking it out a little bit. So this is #2. This is a RadShape 2. Both of these I got in the color 2. So it's like a black brown instead of just a solid black. And I did that because my hair is solid jet black. So this was the only color option that wasn't exactly what I have on my head right now. Same thing, this is the front. You've got your lace, you got your clips on the front, your adjustable cap, and a comb on the back as well. And as you can see, this is a looser curl. This particular shape is actually still based on a kinky, coily hair texture, but it's based on what your hair would look like when you are curling it, like a perm rods or something on heat stretched hair. So like if I were to blow my hair out and then put curls in it, this is kind of how it would look. There's one more shape, which is the third shape, and that one is kind of based on more of like a 3C-ish type of hair texture. All of them are absolutely gorgeous. They're very realistic, so you can see here there's more of an afro, and this is more of these heat style curls. The RadShape actually came with this little booklet, which I believe probably comes with every purchase. And like second to the back, you'll see this very nice user-friendly basically manual with applicable pictures so you know what to do. So I've already kind of studied this a little bit, so I wouldn't have to go back and forth too much with you all, but be patient because again, this is my first time, but we're going to see just how simple and easy this is to use. So obviously we've already prepped our hair. I took one of the wig caps off. There's actually 2 wig caps in the section. So when you have a wig cap, there's always like this little seam at the bottom. It's like a little stocking. So I always put that on the back of my head, like so, and then just pull the rest up. It will not always cover your entire head. It may or it may not. But we're just going to do this, and as you can see, that really snatches back everything. And now we can install the Rad grip. So this is actually like a velvet material. You might actually be able to see this. At the top, this is the part that's actually going to go on the front of our head. This represents where we would put our part. So we could put our part in the middle, we could put it on the side, wherever we would like. And then on the back is this Velcro. And obviously this is adjustable, and this is how we're going to secure it. Okay, so far so good. Step 1, we prepped our hair to get as flat as possible. Step 2, we've got a Rad grip. So step 3 is to actually cut the lace. I know that's the part that's the scariest, especially for newbies like myself. Yes, I've kind of done this before, but this is, you know, closest to my hair. Like my hair is literally like this, particularly at the nape of my neck. And then it's a lot tighter, obviously, in the front. This is the lace, so that's the front. So basically, this is how I do this. I make sure the front is kind of pointed down, and that gives me this little adjustable loop that's hanging in the middle. So what I always do is I just focus on this adjustable loop, and I sit that adjustable loop under the nape of my neck. So I let it sit right there. Then I grab that back comb, and I just sit the back comb underneath, so that's good. So now I've got this Rad shape sitting here, and then I grab the lace, I grab the front of the lace, and then I pull the Rad shape up over my hair. It was actually better for me to not use the combs as much and to just focus on using the adjustable strap. Okay, so you can kind of see this lace here, right? So we want to make sure that we're sitting the Rad shape in front of our actual hairline. That's what's going to make it as realistic as possible. And as you can see, that looks really realistic with the scalp. We've got our little baby hairs here. I've gotten my trusty pen. This is actually a white liquid eyeliner from ColourPop. And so you can see it's really easy to just kind of like draw on it. So what you basically want to do is ensure that the lace is in front of the real hairline. So this is my real hairline, as you can see. That's the Rad grip here, but then this is my real hairline. So I pull down kind of in front, a little far, as far in front as possible. And then I just gently slide back to where it's almost meeting it. It's like just ahead. Okay. I have this little weird thing where like my hairline comes really far down, almost near my eyebrow here. So this is going to be a little strange and weird. I always have this issue. That was actually the issue I had with the first wig that I tried, so that's why it's a little bit tricky. For this to be in front of there, like literally this would have to be like way down over my eyes. And I don't know if I'm going to do that. But basically, we're going to take this, keeping in mind the baby hairs and everything, and we're just going to, right in front of where I think I want to cut, I'm just going to come down through here and outline So you can see there's a little bit of space. That's because I'm going to cut just underneath or just behind where the white is on here. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to show you right here. Some people obviously like to put their hair on a wig stand. Some people also clip while their rad shape is on their head. So it's up to you, but this is the simplest way to do it. As you can see, we've got this white strip here. So what I like to do is I just like to make sure that I've pulled all of the hair back. So that is the hair, the baby hair included. So I have this nice little like semicircle of white here that I know I'm going to be clipping. So what you can do is I just take one clip from the front of the lace right to the middle of where I drew that white line. And then I'm going to go on this side and I'm just going to clip right here, again, just behind the areas that I marked white. I'm just going to clip that off. It's a small portion. Flip it to the other side here. As you can see, there's only one side left. And I'm going to take this with all the hair pushed back and I'm going to clip just behind that white portion here. Doesn't have to be perfect. All of this is going to blend in. You're not really going to see it anyway. It might be a little jagged, but it's okay. So now we have pretty much gotten rid of that. And I want to show you all really up close and personal because I don't think that I've done this. Show you. These are pre-plucked, so you can already kind of see when you look down at the edge. See how you can kind of see through a little bit? It's not super dense where like the hair is starting immediately. You've got these little curls coming through. I mean, this is just incredibly realistic, which is what's really nice. And for synthetic hair, it's actually very soft. It's very dense, so we don't have any bald patches. So we have adjusted this lace front and we are ready to put her on. I'll show you up close how I get rid of this mark. Again, if you just use some good old-fashioned pencil, you probably won't have to worry about this, but I just take a wet not even a wet, but just like a damp Q-tip. Just take that away, get a little bit of powder foundation, and go straight over top of that baby. Back into the hairline. Good as new. So we can come through here. And now we've got this really nice situation here. So what you want to do is you want to check for your part, which is right here, and you want your part to line up with this lace. So you can kind of adjust that here, and then I can adjust and pull this over to make sure that they align so that what I'm seeing here is consistent. If you're wearing your hair down, it won't really matter, but these little ear flaps that we kind of talked about earlier, you can just fold them under, which is what I'm going to do here, so that they're not flapping out. And this one, we kind of see here, this little ear flap, I'm just going to fold her underneath so that you don't really see it. You can just see the edge. Bam. This is it. That is the rad shape. So I absolutely love this. Let's see if we can get some close-ups for you guys. It's super realistic. Okay, so we're moving on to the next one. this is RadShape 2. Fluff it out. This is really great if you want to switch up your style, if you want to switch up and try a different hair texture, if you want something that has less shrinkage or is looser, definitely RadShape 2 as well as RadShape 3 would be really good. If you want a nice fro but you're trying to, you know, keep your hair protected in a protective style, RadShape 1 is perfect. Or if you're someone who isn't really able to kind of like wear a fro and you love the look and you want a fro, I definitely recommend RadShape 1. The best bet is to just collect all 3 of them and then you can just grab them and switch them out as you would like. But hopefully this gave you confidence that even if you have never touched a wig before, you don't understand what's going on, you feel super confused and intimidated about it, you can wear this in a heartbeat. It's really simple, really easy. Literally anybody can do this. You don't have the pressure of like wearing a bunch of glue. You don't have to do a lot of super complicated things with the lace. And it's just like really simple. Like I cannot tell you enough how simple it is. And because the hair is big and voluminous and it's curly and you're wearing it down, there's so much that does not have to be perfected. You know what I mean? Like you don't have to, you know, perfect the hairline. Again, you can just curl the flaps back in. You can, you know, be really simple with how you've kept your hair in the back. All of these things are pretty much hidden by the hair. So there's really no pressure for things to be super perfect in terms of the hairline or where you cut things. Because you just, you know, really don't have to worry about it. And that's what I love. I love things that are simple. So that is it for today's tutorial. Please feel free to message me if you have any questions. You can leave a comment below or you can DM me on Instagram at AceIsJoy. Till next time, I hope you all have a wonderful day. Much love. Don't forget to subscribe.